besties! So I'm going to be vending at Kpop Gateway in 1 week, and I have 1 week to do all of this. I want to take you all with me through the process of getting ready for this event and actually vending. Now, disclaimer, this is probably my 4th or 5th K-pop event I've ever done. I did used to do craft shows with my mom when I was younger, so I have some experience from that. So let's go ahead and start the video. I started off by prepping a few yellow binders. I only had one in stock, and I really wanted to have at least 2 colors available for each binder. Unfortunately, I didn't realize at this point that I didn't have any yellow lace, and I ordered some and it didn't come in time. So at least these are prepped for the next event. My next project was to work with epoxy resin. The resin I used takes about 48 hours to fully cure, so I really needed to start on it right away. I worked on some light stick keychains that I was able to bring, and then I decided to do UV resin. Unfortunately, I made a big mistake of using Mr. Resin rather than the normal J Diction that I use, and I had the worst time. It was overflowing when it was under the lamp, it wasn't curing, so I ended up having to just redo all the UV resin and dome it with J Diction a few days later. I then spent the next few days making beaded keychains. I wanted to have 2 of each option available, and I have 2 designs available for each color, so I think I made about 90 keychains. And unfortunately I did run out of supplies. I really wanted to make a bunch of BTS keychains since this was a BTS event, but I ran out of the little resin hearts, so I could only make 1 of each of those. Other things that I worked on for this event were like, I had deco CD cases, I had top loader kits, ID photo frames, and I made a lot of photo card frames too that were like decorated with cabochons. I think I had about 50 of those for this event. I wasn't able to film me making those for this video just because I was filming it for other content. But I think I spent about 4 to 5 days making and restocking items just to be prepared for this event and have enough stock. Oh my god. I am so tired. It's officially the day before we're leaving. I surprisingly got quite a bit done that I didn't expect to get done. Tomorrow I'm getting up at about 6 o'clock. We're gonna pack the car and hopefully we will leave at about 8 o'clock. So I will check back in and we'll see if the 8 o'clock prediction comes true.
The next day.
Okay, so we are ahead of schedule. It is about 7:45 and we're ready to go. We have a few errands we have to run before we can get on the road. We're gonna get breakfast and go to the post office. We are gonna go on a few side trips today and just have some fun. So let's go. We dropped off our packages and got breakfast and then hit the road. Mama Mochi was the driver for this entire trip, which I am very, very thankful for. We went to a thrift shop that was a little out of the way, but then we ended up taking a break at Buc-ee's. And then after that, we hit the road again. We had great weather this entire trip, which was amazing. It did take us about 5 hours to get to Virginia Beach, but we made it and we're excited for the event. We're at the hotel, and last night we ended up bringing in some of the stock. Pretty much everything we brought in is resin related. Resin is sensitive to heat changes, so I didn't want to leave it in the car just in case. The way I store my stock is I get it just ready to be put out on the table. Inside all these bins, there is a crate, and the product is already inside the crate and just ready to be taken out and put on the table. I have a lot of little items, so it's just easier to do it this way. This one is just of extra stock, so I'll have this easily available if I run out of anything or someone is looking for some extra items. When I put my items inside the baskets is when I do the inventory of the items. Not only do I get it ready for setup, but I also have the inventory done. So when I get back, I can figure out how much I have sold. And then I use these IKEA bags to carry them in. If it's 2 of these big ones, or you can put 2 big ones and little ones next to it. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to go to the event. We're kind of just waiting for it to be time to leave. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film setting up, but I will show you the final product. I was able to film a little bit of us setting up. Mama Mochi did the beaded keychains and I put out a lot of the other items. But overall, I think the table looked really good once we were done. I was super thankful that I was able to vend at this event and just go and attend and see everyone. There's nothing like this where I live, so it's always so much fun to be able to like meet other people and talk about my favorite groups. But once we were done, I was absolutely exhausted, so I just went to the hotel room and fell asleep right away. We made it home, and it is now Monday afternoon, and I need to work on getting my shop open again. I'm gonna go through all my stock. I do keep a spreadsheet with everything, like all the stock and everything that I sold, just for future events, just to know what kind of sold and what didn't. So I can figure out how much I need to bring in the future. I think I'm going to start with the beaded keychains first because they take the longest. I did not bring all my stock, so I don't have to go through everything, but I need to go through everything that I brought and then update the listings on Etsy as well for the inventory to be changed. So let's get to it. Doing inventory after an event is honestly one of my least favorite things, but it went really smoothly this time. I got my Etsy shop up sooner than expected. I do keep a simple spreadsheet for each event just to help me figure out what sold so I can plan in the future and see what I need to make more of and less of. One thing I do need to keep track of though is approximately how many sales I get for each event. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to everyone who attended the event. I am super thankful that you came to support not only myself, but the other vendors as well. And of course, thank you so much to Kpop Gateway for allowing me to vend with you. I really hope I can come back again in the future. I really enjoyed showing the behind the scenes of what it's like to vend at an event, and I really hope to do one of these videos again. I will see you in the next video. Bye!